Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw for Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Quick slant to Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. Flushed out right. Finding Williams once more, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Bridgewater.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he checks this one down to Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Bridgewater now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally from the gun, Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
Open man is Seth Williams. He's got it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. The miracle